welcome to SoCal Surf with Dan Nappy. Today's North Side Huntington Pier, a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. I took my 7-footer. I wish I had my 6-footer, but worked out okay. Caught a lot of waves. Seems like I caught the best waves right up front. First couple of waves were just gorgeous, smooth, and just very big and powerful. So I was able to do some serious turns. But then, of course, that large wave scenario bites you sometimes. I had to duck dive a couple of big ones, and I just can't get that 7-footer deep enough to not get thrown around. And one, after a few days off, my shoulder was feeling great. And then here we go into this big set that came in, and I duck dived under it, and it just ripped me right off the board. And I did everything I could to hug on to the board. To hang on to it. I don't know if I should have let it go maybe, but I hung on to it, and it kind of jerked my shoulder back, so now it's sore again. So that took about 2 months to get over last time. So we'll see. Into the winter here, that's going to be a problem, but I'm going to have to check the surf a little closer, make sure I can bring the right board next time. But it was really good. It was shoulder to head high, and then occasionally a foot or two overhead. And so those big sets were fun. If you can get one, a lot of times there's 4 or 5 people going for it, but I was lucky to get a couple. And one was a very nice left, and I took off perfectly and was caught on the top for a second. And then as I just kind of pushed my weight forward, it dropped and then just took off like a rocket, just right to the bottom of the wave, and then did a beautiful, long, deep bottom turn. And then came off the top with a smooth, I don't know what you call that, just a smooth backside turn off the top. And then he was able to ride a little bit further. And that was probably my best wave. As far as size, it was the best, biggest, and smoothest. It was a left. I had mostly lefts today, and I had a good right, though, and it was only about shoulder high. But it was able to take me a ways. I was able to make quite a few turns on that one. And then later in the day, I got one on the left, going to the left, and that one took me all the way into the sand. So I lost count of all the times I could turn and get back into it and sweep back and forth, and went really well. By the time I was done, I was literally on the sand. I stood up and paddled back out and had the duck dive 1 shore break wave. That's how far in I went. And then paddled out. Took a long time to get out because right as I was going out, a set was coming in. So I had to do a lot of duck diving and readjusting on the board before I got out. And then towards the end, it broke. It had a nice little break in the action, I should say. Had plenty of smooth water to paddle out, which I did. And by the time I got out, I was clear down almost to the condos. And I guess Craig had done the same thing because he was further north than I was. And so I saw him down there, and he was talking to some people, so I thought I'd move on down a little bit and ended up by the condos, and there we found 2 friends, that younger kids that we know, and so surfed a little bit by them, and then I started working my way back south towards the pier because I liked that area a little better, and it wasn't way crowded. It was crowded, but it wasn't unheard of crowded. So I worked my way back towards the pier, and then I got some more waves that were mostly lefts again, and took, one. I got a really good left, and I came off the bottom nice, and I was racing down the line, and then I did a big right sweeping turn. I cranked it back hard, and right as I did that, there was some guy to my right that I never saw. And so I got out of the wave, and I apologized for being on the wave, and he seemed very upset about it. I didn't see him, and I didn't hear him, and so I didn't do it on purpose. But, when you're surfing with a lot of people, it's going to happen. And then for like a half an hour, he just kept following me. I think he wanted to cut me off, or something. I just kept paddling away from him, and then he was there again. So I don't know if that was coincidence or if he was just trying to get in my way. I don't know. Some people are nuts. Don't let it ruin your day. Just move on. I'd been cut off. I had a beautiful right picked out, and I started paddling for it, and there was 2 guys to my right, and if I would have taken off, it was a chance I would have hit him, so I pulled back and let him have the wave because I didn't want the confrontation. and move on. You don't need to, let it ruin your day. There's plenty more waves. Just remember, this is supposed to be fun. And so that was the only real incident, other than duck diving a couple of giant sets. And when I say giant, a couple of feet overhead. But when you're laying down looking up at them, they'd seem a lot bigger than that. And they were pretty strong. Like I said, it just threw me off my board. I could barely hold on to it. That was a couple of times I had to deal with that. But still, all part of the experience. So I didn't surf as long. I got out at 9, a little before 9, because Craig had some things he had to do. So tomorrow I might ride my bike so I can stay longer if the surf is good, but hard to know exactly what's going to happen. They do predict an offshore breeze, which means the warmer air coming from inland. So it'll warm it up, and it also keeps the water smooth longer. And so literally yesterday you could have surfed all day. It was so smooth and good. But today was, I was getting kind of the same way. I kind of felt that warm breeze starting, so we could be into some real warm offshore wind here coming up pretty soon. So overall, just great surf today. Sun came up, a little bit of a cloud. It wasn't like a marine layer, just some clouds over by the east, so that when the sun came up, it was behind the clouds. It was pretty, it was gorgeous, but the sun wasn't warming me up, and I had my summer suit on still, and the water was pretty cold yesterday, but it was supposed to warm up, so it felt a little bit better today, so hopefully I can stay with that suit another week or so before I have to go to my winter suit, and that'll be something. So overall, great day at the beach, Huntington Beach, good size, good shape, smooth, perfect. You got to take advantage of these because you never know what the ocean's going to do next. So thanks for listening. Till next time, we will see you out in the water. Check out our sponsors, nappyclothing.com. He's working on some new shoes and boots right now. And Merch Hero, which will get your name on any product you want, but they do really good job with t-shirts. If you want some t-shirts, but they can do pens, buttons, stickers, whatever you can think of, they can put your name on it. And Task Bullet, which is a virtual assistant company located in Utah, and they have their staff is actually in the Philippines, so they are able to get work done really inexpensively. And then, of course, Swing Easy Hammocks. Yeah, they have a hammock that you can pack in, pack out, very lightweight, easy to set up. Really cool. They're a lot of fun. All right, thanks for listening. I will see you later. Thanks. Bye.